Welcome to Trends on Thursdays, where I tell you about the trends I discussed with my clients this week. This week I'll talk about financial services, Libra, brand messaging, and security. First up, a 2019 financial services report is pretty clear about what people under 35 expect from their banks and insurance providers. In short, they expect them to be up to date. 90% want to communicate with their bank on messaging apps compared to 46% of those over 35. They're also significantly more likely to shop around and look for personalized experiences and financial literacy resources. They're on mobile and they want a positive experience and they want it on their own terms. And it makes sense. I can book an appointment with my trainer at the gym through their app. Most banks and insurance companies, not so much, and they don't seem to understand that something as simple as picking my own appointment just makes me feel a little bit more in charge. And it's not just banking. How easy would it be to book your own time slot at the doctor's office or with a teacher? There's a lot of industries that have to rethink how they do business because what people expect and what they get is very different, and that means opportunity for someone. Over 60% of businesses globally describe their business model as under significant to extreme pressure to adapt to new market conditions, and that's what I help most of my clients with on a daily basis. Next, and still related, Facebook announced a few days ago that it will be creating its own cryptocurrencies called Libra. And it isn't just Facebook. The Libra organization, and that sounds kind of New World Order-ish. Let me try that again. Libra is a membership nonprofit organization. Members include Visa and MasterCard, PayPal, eBay, Lyft and Uber, Facebook of course, several microlenders, VC firms, and blockchain companies. A little back of the napkin math tells me that between all those companies, they command about as much annual revenue as the GDP of a mid-sized country, like Qatar maybe. Now, before you roll your eyes on the crypto thing, this isn't a cryptocurrency to speculate on like Bitcoin or Ethereum. This will be a stable coin, meaning it's truly aimed to be transactional. 31% of the global population is unbanked, even though many of them do have cell phones. Transactions between countries are both pricey and slow, and 85% of transactions globally use cash. Libra wants to fix all of that. Of course, within hours of that announcement, there was rumblings in DC about how that needs to be regulated. Since Libra is based in Switzerland, good luck with that, but it will be something to keep an eye on in the coming year, and I've already completed the paperwork required to be a Libra developer just to stay current. Next up, when you develop your brand, you need to develop your look, your username, your voice, and stick with it. It's okay to be quirky, snarky, current, depending on who you are, of course. 86% of consumers want brands to be honest. My real question is why the other 14% want to be lied to. Anyways, friendly and helpful are the other two qualities in the top three. From there, it gets easier if your brand stands for something. Nike and Gillette both have run campaigns that polarize their audience, like them or hate them. Brands that are meaningful and make the world a better place have seen their wallet share multiply by 9 and see a 24-point higher purchase intent. As I've said before, people can't look for you if you're just a name. And it doesn't even have to be a social issue. What's your expertise? What's your thing? And don't be afraid to talk about it. Are you the best in the state, the $1 million listing agent, the person that will figure out the most challenging problems? Then say that that's who you are. And by the way, stay positive and stay away from negative emotions and hardcore sales, as those turn off and turn away almost 3 out of 4 consumers. We've seen this in the political arena for years. Negative no longer works as well as it used to and usually backfires. Don't worry and definitely be happy. One more, security and privacy is most important in the connected world we live in, and the more data we put out, the more we need to think about those concerns. Yes, email can be confidential and we're used to handling it that way, but what about video messages, voice messages, Facebook messages, in-app messages, postings? What happens if somebody gets into your cloud account? Do you have two-factor authentication set up? You get the idea. We communicate on so many different avenues with clients and employees. We do need to think about what is safe and secure and what simply is not. As I've pointed out to one of my clients a few times, Text messages are stored by the phone company. iMessages are stored by Apple. WhatsApp messages are stored by Facebook. But it goes further than that even. How many devices are you logged into that are not with you all the time? Desktop, tablet, who knows? The reason I don't let people borrow my various devices is because they may have sensitive information coming into them, not just stored on them. So think about information flow in terms of privacy, not just automation the way we usually do. That's it for your Trends on Thursdays this week. I hope you will share this with somebody that can benefit from this video. I'll be back on Monday, of course, with my Monday Thought Starter. I'm Tobias Wilhelm.